All right, this next problem here asks us to find the equation of an ellipse with, let's see, foci at, let me move that over here. There we go. Okay, with foci at -1, 1, and a major axis length of 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph what we know. We know we have foci at, let's see, -1, -1, so right here, and -1, -7, so right here. Okay, which means that this ellipse is going to be going up and down. Okay, so because this is going up and down, a vertical line, we're going to be using the equation y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared equals 1. Okay, so when we put the y first, okay, with a squared, then that is going to be the ellipse that is going vertically because y is a vertical axis. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to find the center of our ellipse. The center is going to be in between your foci. So let's see, how far is this foci? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Here's my center. So my center is the point, let's see, -1, -4. So that's my h and my k. Okay, -1, -4. Now the next piece of information I'm given is my major axis length. My major axis is a length of 10. Okay, meaning that from one major point, so basically I know this is vertical, from this point to this point, that's a length of 10. Which means if I split this in half from the center, I'm going to have 5 up, 5 down. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that. So if I go 5 up from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got a point there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got a point there. Okay, so I've got those points. I don't actually need those for my equation, okay, because that can help me get A anyway. But if I wanted to pick out the correct graph, that would certainly help. Okay, so the major axis length being 10, and we know that half of 10 is 5. That's our A. Okay, so A is the distance from the center to the major axis. Okay, the major axis or the vertex C, one of the vertices of the ellipse. Okay, so our A is 5. So now we need to find B. Okay, well, to find B, we want to use the equation for the ellipse, c squared equals a squared minus b squared. Okay, so we have A is 5, so 5 squared. We need C. Now we were given the foci right here. We just need to find what C is. So C is the distance from the center to the foci. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so C is going to be 3. So let's plug that in. 3 squared equals 5 squared minus b squared. So 9 equals 25 minus b squared. If we subtract 25, that is going to give us a -16 equals -b squared. Divide by -1. That makes these both positive. Take the square root. So b is going to be plus or minus 4. Okay, so if I did want to graph this, that means that's the minor axis length. So that would be 4 from the left and right. So here I would go for 1, 2, 3, 4 left, and 1, 2, 3, 4 right. Okay, and then if I wanted to graph this, it's going to look something like this. Nice little Easter egg there for you. Okay, but let's go ahead and plug in the information that we have to get the equation of this. So we had a center at -1, -4. Okay, so -1 is your h. So that's going to be x minus -1, so x plus 1 squared. My k is -4, so y minus -4 gives us y plus 4 squared. Okay, my a is 5, so 5 squared is 25. My b is 4, 4 squared is 16, set it equal to 1. So let's see, that is going to give us option B.